Hello everyone, let's do IGCSE paper Mathematics paper 2 extended. This is specimen paper from examination 2020. Code is 058002 and time to complete this paper is 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you will need for this geometrical instruments and other instructions. You can just see here, you can click screenshot and go through that. The main thing that you need to be careful about here, this one here, give non-exact numerical answers corrected to 3 significant figures or 1 decimal place for angles in degrees unless a different level of accuracy is specified in the question. And for pi, use either your calculator value or 3.142. And total marks of this paper is 70. So let's start. Question 1. A train leaves Zurich at 20:40 and arrives at Vienna at 7:32 the next day. Work out the time the train takes. So our answer should be in hours and minutes. So let's check here. So if you look here, this time is in PM and this is AM session. So to find out the time period here, we can simply convert this first into AM, the other way. So if you subtract from here 20:40 minus 12, so that means this time is 10:40 PM. Okay, so we have this time 10:40 PM. So from 10:40 PM we need up to 7:32 AM. This is PM and this is AM next day. So how many hours and minutes are there? So simply we can calculate this from 10:40. Then after that it is 11:40. That is 1 hour here. 12:40. So 1 hour here, 1 hour, 2 hour here. Then after this, from directly if we continue this way, 6:40. So 6 hours this. 6 hours. So 6 plus 2, these are 8 hours. But we need from 6:40 to 7:32. So this is next day, 6:40 to 7 it is 6:42. In the middle there will be time like 7 o'clock. And then we have here the minutes. These are 20 minutes up to 7 and here are 32 minutes. So total is 52. So you can see total time is here 6 plus 2, which is 8 hours, and minutes 20 minutes and 32. That means they are 52 minutes. So you can simply count the number of hours, or you can use your calculator as you know that. Question number 2. In a box of 80 glasses, 3 are broken. Work out the percentage of broken glasses. So total number of glasses is 80 and broken are 3. So percentage of broken glasses, it will be 3 out of total, which is 80 times 100. So this will give you percentage. So if you calculate this with the calculator, let me show you. It is 3 times 100, that is 300 divided by 80, 3.75. So our answer is 3.75. Question number 3. Here is a list of numbers. Put a ring around the number which is the largest value. So out of these numbers we have to find out which one is largest. As you can see, all the numbers are in different format. This is decimal, fraction, and percentage. So let's convert them into same format. So converting them into this decimal. So 1, and this is already in decimal, so 1 divided by 3, it is 0.333. So we can write it down 0.33. I'm writing 4 digits. This is already there, and if you divide 3 divided by 10, it will be 0.3. So we can put zeros there, and this is 0.33. So as you can see, out of this is 3000, this is 3300, this is 0.033, this is 3000, and this is 3300. So the largest one is this one here, 0.333, and we will circle the original format of the numbers. Question number 4. Shai says that 8 centimeters is same, 8 centimeters squared is same as 80 millimeters squared. Explain why he is wrong. So let's see why is he wrong. So 8 centimeters. So to convert 8 centimeters, this is centimeter squared. So like, as you know, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. As this is a square, so we will multiply here twice. 1 centimeter times 1, so this will be 10 times 10. So that means 1 centimeter square will be 1 centimeter squared is equal to 100 millimeter squared. Okay, so that means to convert this centimeter, we are going to multiply this by 100. So it will give 800 millimeter squared, not 80 millimeter square. So that's why he is wrong here. Question 5. Y equals to mx plus c. Find the value of y when m is 2, x is -7, and c is -3. So what we need to do, we just need to replace the values in this equation. So equation is y equals to mx plus c. So we need value of y, m. Value of m is -2 times x is -7 plus c is -3. So 2 times -7, it is 14 minus 3, which is 11. So value of y is 11. Number 6. The number of cars parked in a car park at 9 a.m. is recorded for 10 days. So these are the numbers that are recorded. Complete the stem and leaf diagram. So we have these 4 columns here. Look at the key. Key is 12/13 represents 123 cars. So that means that number on this side and the other side, we are just combining them to get the total number. So let's start one by one. Now we will start from the first one, 124. So that means this is like this. That is 12/4. 12/4, that is 12/4 here. 124. So let me write down here in the side, because order matters. We are going to write them in order. So 4 will come here. Then after that 130, that is 13 and 0, it will come here in this. Then 129, that is 12 and 9, 9 will go here, and here is 11 and 6, it is here in the 11th column. And then 13 will come here, 2, again 120, 12 and 0, it will be here, 12 and 0, again 12 and 0, 7, so 7 will come here, 10 and 7, it's here the first one, 7 goes here, 11 and 18 here in the 11th, and 11 and 4 again in this. Now we need to write down here in the actual space here, but we need to write down in order. This is only 1, so we are just going to put 7 here, and here we can write down 4, 6, 8, and this will be 0, 4, 7 and 9, and this is 0 and 2. So that's it. Number 7, using ruler and pair of compasses only, construct a triangle with sides 5 centimeter, 8 centimeters and 10 centimeter. Leave your construction arcs. So let's draw this. So you need a ruler and compass for this. So whenever you construct a triangle or any shape, try to take the largest side as a base. So I'm taking 10 centimeters here as a base. From here to here, 10 centimeters. Then we need 5 and 8. So measure with your compass distance of 5 centimeters from here. Five centimeter exactly. So place your needle on one side, 5 centimeters arc, and after that on other side we need 8 centimeters. So now we will take 8 centimeters length from here. Exactly 8. So from here draw an arc of 8 centimeter that will intersect the previous arc at certain point. So this is our point where we will join the lines of the base from here to this intersecting point. Like this. So now we can label it. So this was 10 centimeter, this is 8 centimeters, and this is 5 centimeter. So that's it for this question. Question number 8. Triangle ABC is isosceles. We are given this triangle ABC. This is isosceles. You can see these marks here. So that means AC and BC are equal. AC is parallel to BD. AC and BD are parallel. This is AC and this is BD. Find the value of A and value of B. So now let's see, as this triangle ABC is isosceles, so that means these are equal sides and opposite angles will be equal. So if this is A, this will also be A. Okay, so now sum of the angles of this triangle will be 180. So A plus 40, sum of these three angles is equal to 180. So A plus A is 2A plus 40 equals to 180. 2A will be 180 minus 40. So 2A is 140 degrees and A will be 70. So value of A is 70 degrees. Now B is here. As you can see, this AC and BD are parallel. So that means it is making Z shape here like this. This is Z shape here. So this angle and 40 and B, they will be same because they are alternate angles. So angle B will be equal to 40 degrees because it is alternate to 40 degrees. So value of B will be 40 degrees. Okay, now question number 9. Rearrange the formula to make W the subject. So we need W the subject. So we will shift other variables and numbers to right hand side except W, but by step 5W will be equals to shift this 3y to the other side and 7 to the other side. So when we shift 3y to other side, it will become positive because this is negative here, and this is positive, it will be negative here. So 5w is 3y minus 7 divide by 5 on both sides. So we are left with 3y minus 7 over 5. So this is our final answer for this question. Right. Now question number 10. Explain why square root 3 is irrational. So if you look on the calculator value of square root 3, square root 3, this is 1.3. You can see square root is like it is a continuation process. We cannot write down this number as a fraction. So we can say like this cannot be written as, because it cannot be written as a fraction, right? Let's move to next question. The mass m kilograms of a horse is 429 kilograms. Correct to nearest kilograms. Complete the statement about the value of m. So we need to find out here lower and upper bound of this. As you can see, this one is nearest kilogram. So always take half of the kilogram is, half of kilogram is like 0.5. Okay, so we are going to add 0.5 here and we are going to minus 0.5 to get upper and lower bound of this. So 429 plus 0.5, it is 429.5. So this is the upper value, and 429 minus 0.5, it will be 428.5. So our values will come here. Lower value is 428.5 and 429.5. Right. Question number 12. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. These two triangles are similar. Find PQ. Now if the triangles are similar, then ratio of their sides will be same. So we are going to take ratios here, 5.2 over 12.4. From here we can take this one, PQ over 21.7. Now you just cross multiply. After cross multiplying, we will get PQ is equal to 5.2 times 21.7, 12.4. So when you calculate, your answer comes out to be 9.1 centimeters. Question 13. Solve the inequality. We solve the inequality means we are going to find out the value of n. So we need value of n actually. So we have the inequality. Let me write it down again. N plus 7 is less than 5n minus 8. Okay, so now we are going to shift. Let me shift n to the other side. So 7 is already here. Bring 8 to this side. 8 plus 7 less than 5n minus n. So this is 15 less than 4n, then divide by 4, divide by 4. So this is 3.75 less than n, or we can write it down, n is greater than 3.75. So answer is n is greater than 3.75. So value of n will be any number greater than 3.75. Question 14. Without using your calculator, work out the value of this. You must show all your working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. And so first we need to write down this. This is 1 7 over 12. So first we need to break this up. How will you do that? So for this, let me write it down here. So 1 7 over 12 plus 13 over 20. So for that, what do you do here? 12 times 1, 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. So this will be 19 over 12 plus 13 over 20. So now you take LCM, the lowest common multiple of this, 12 and 20. So for that, you divide it by 2, 6. Here it is 10, 3 and 5. So now 5 times 3. And so lowest common multiple of this will be 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 2, 4. 12 times 5, it is 60. Okay, so now we need to make the denominator 60. We are going to make denominator 60 for this. So LCM is 60 here. So to make this 60, 12 times 5, so we are going to multiply by 5 here and by 3 here to make it 60. So 19 times this is 95 plus 13 times 3, 39. Now add these two. So when you add them, it is 134 over 60. So the question is without using calculator. So we have not used calculator. You must show all your working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. But this is not a simplest form. So divide it by 2. It will be 30 here. Then again 2 times 6 and 2 times 7. So 67. It is 67 over 30. So now divide 67 by 30. 3 times 2. So your remainder is 7. So remainder, this 30 will always be in the denominator. So our answer will be 30 and remainder always goes up. This. So this is the final answer for this question. Question number 15. Here is a sequence of numbers 7, 5, 3, 1, -1, and then this is missing. Find the next term. So if we move from here to here, you can see, what do you observe? 7 minus 5. So that is 2. So 7 minus 2 is 5, 5 minus 2. So we are subtracting 2 from here in each step. So when you subtract 2 from here, so it is -1 minus 2. So it will be -3. The next term will be -3. Find an expression for the nth term. As you can see, the common difference here, it is same. So we can directly use the formula of the nth term, which is an equals to a plus n minus 1 times d is common difference, where a is the first term. And first term is 7 plus n is nth term minus 1 and d is -2. So open the bracket, 7, this will be minus 2n, minus this is plus. So 7 plus 2 is 9 minus 2n. So it is 9 minus 2n. Question 16. A hexagon has 5 angles that each measures 115. Calculate the size of 6th angle. So we have the measure of 5 angles. So what is the measure of 5 angles? That is 5 times 115, which comes out to be 575 degrees. But this is the sum of, you can say, sum of 5 angles. So sum of angles of hexagon, this will be calculated by the formula n minus 2 times 180. That means n here it is 6 minus 2, that is 180. So this is 4 times 180, that is 720 degrees. So you can see this is the sum of 5 angles and this is sum of 6 angles. So the 6th angle, so measure of 6th angle, measure of 6th angle will be 720 minus 575, which is 145 degrees. So that is the answer to this question. So I hope you understood all the questions. If there is anything, you can write me in the comment section. I will try to explain it again. So for the second part of this specimen paper, watch our next video. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.